Continuing on with probability, we are looking at section 3, which is dependent events with replacement. When you see those words with replacement, that means if you're taking something out, you're going to replace it or put it back. So things don't disappear or get taken away. Things get used once and then put back to be used again. So that's what we're talking about in this section when you're doing probability. Another thing that you'll see is this notation that has P and then parentheses at the start and end. And what that P stands for is the probability of something. So P of, probability of something, is that P. So we are being asked, in a situation with replacement, what is the probability of drawing a kiss and then a hug? Now it would be helpful if we knew exactly what was going on here. And we have this little sentence at the top that gives us a little bit of a clue as to what we have. A box has 20 Hershey's chocolates inside. 12 are kisses, 5 are hugs, and 3 are hugs with almonds. So we've got these Hershey's Kisses, Hershey's Hugs with almonds, all in some kind of box. And we are going to be drawing them out. And for the purposes of this, we're going to assume that they're all the same size. You can't really tell them apart when you're drawing in. There's an equal chance that you'll get any one of them when you reach your hand in to draw one. So it says, with replacement, probability of drawing a kiss. Well, the probability of that is going to be the 12 kisses that you see out of the total, which is the 20. So 12 out of the 20. It says, and then a hug. And we're going to find the probability of a hug. Well, there's 5 hugs in the jar, and there are still 20 Hershey's inside the jar. And the reason that there's still 20, not 19, is because when we took out that kiss, we replaced it or put it back. And so that left us with 20 once again. And whenever we see and, the word and, when we're dealing with probability, we're talking about this and this happening, we're talking about multiplication. So instead of the previous sections where we were just multiplying numbers, now we're going to be multiplying fractions. So there's a few ways you can do this. You could reduce each fraction and then multiply. You could multiply straight across the top, straight across the bottom to get numbers, or you could just simply use your calculator. So if you typed in 12 over 20 times 5 over 20, that would get you a little closer to the answer. Otherwise, you could multiply straight across like this, and if you divide the top and bottom by 10, it reduces, and if you divide the top and bottom by 2, you can get it down to 3 over 20 as your overall probability. Let's continue on and try number 3. Same concept applies, drawing a kiss and then another kiss. So the probability we said of drawing a kiss before was 12 kisses, which we see on top, out of the 20 total Hershey's. Well, it says another kiss. Well, because we're using replacement, we're putting them back. There's still 12 kisses, and there are still 20 total chocolates. In the words and or and then, we are going to make sure we are multiplying all of this. And if we go straight to our answer, we're going to get something pretty large. We're going to need to reduce that fraction. Again, I would recommend probably using your calculator in this situation. Otherwise, the quickest way to do this one is probably to reduce it right away. So to take this and reduce it to 3 by dividing it by 4, and do the same thing on bottom. So we end up with 3/5 times 3/5, which is 9 over 25. So our answer here is going to be 9/25. And so forth goes on with the next couple examples.